We are so back. How's everyone doing today? Nothing ever changes with me. I am still a dumbass. So I start my stream 5 minutes before we actually start doing shit at 3 p.m. my time. And I'm just chilling. I'm straight chilling at the moment. And I'm really confused. I'm like, why am I hearing the song that's playing twice? Like, slightly delayed from the other. At first, I was like, oh, this is just like a jazz thing. And then the more I listened to it, I was like, but it doesn't sound good. And I don't remember this ever being a part of the song. So I tried pausing the song, and after a few... And it just kept playing for a little bit, and then finally stopped. And then when I played it again, it sounded normal for a few seconds, and then went back to the weird delay thing. I had my Twitch open on my web browser, unmuted. So I was hearing the song through Spotify and through Twitch, which is why y'all were hearing the song without any issues. I was the one that was experiencing that. Anyways, with an example of me being a dumbass out of the way, let's get to shiny hunting. I am happy to say I finally have a stream schedule worked out. I have actually already updated the schedule portion of my Twitch. I need to update the panels in the About Me section. But instead of doing Tuesday, Thursday streams, we're going to do weekend streams on Friday and or Saturday at 3 o'clock my time, essentially same time that I started the stream today. I'm saying Friday and or Saturday because I would like to do 2 streams a week, but obviously scheduling issues might arise, so I've decided to reserve those 2 days. That way if I have something on Friday, I can stream on Saturday or vice versa. But having those 2 days free will most likely guarantee I can stream at least once a week. Steel bug type, huh? Good thing I've got a fire type Pokemon. I 100% just tried to control the game with my mouse, goddammit. Once a dumbass, always a dumbass. If we get tired of the jazz, I do have Splatoon music at already. Hopefully we can get something today. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've gotten a hit. I think a Gigantamax shiny would be sick, but obviously I'm not necessarily pining for that. The main goal is the shiny Meowscarada. See, what I'm trying to figure out is, because I'm doing this on I've mentioned this on stream before, but all these Dynamax adventures I'm doing, I'm actually on my secondary Switch account. I completely rebeat the game, did a mono ghost type challenge, because that's gives the game a bit of challenge without doing a full on Nuzlocke where I have to reset everything if I lose. But in my original playthrough, I had completed the main Pokedex, and I complete the Isle of Armor Pokedex. I never got to complete Crown Tundra. I could not get my hands on a Regidrago for the life of me, or Glastrier. So those are two that I'm going to be doing on this save file, and then just use Pokemon Home to transfer them. But I also know that the Regis aren't shiny locked, so at some point I'm going to shiny hunt for Regidrago. I just gotta figure out when I want to put Dynamax Adventures on hold to swap over to that. I also did complete the main Pokedex on this account, so I would have the shiny charm. We did get exciting news for GrandFest today. Well, not... I mean, it's GrandFest related, but it's not part of Grand... I don't know how to explain this. We got news that another big run is coming. Here, I was worried that big run might be the last one. It seems like it is not. We've got a specialty big run, though, because the map is the plaza where GrandFest is going to be held. Now, I know a lot of people were predicting that since you're not going to be able to go back to the other plazas during GrandFest, we might end up getting a big run in the plazas. So it was a surprise to get a big run announcement and it not be that. However, I'll be honest, I think that was Nintendo's original plan. But they'd either realized halfway through trying to make a big run layout for the plazas or whatever that Splatsville could work as a big run layout. I think there is an easy, like, mid-tide, high tide, and low tide you could make for it with, like, a bit of editing. There's not a lot you can do for the other two plazas, and I feel like it would feel weird if only Splatsville was invaded. So I think doing it at the place where Grand Festival's going to be held will not only give the opportunity for, like, this to still be connected to Grand Fest in some way, but also it will ensure that they can make a, like, usable salmon run out of what is essentially a hub world. So I'm very excited for that. It'll also be the first big run where is exclusively Grizzco weapons. Like, the image that they posted had all golden question marks. It is the 6th through the 8th, so I will be streaming at some point that weekend, the big run. I believe the following weekend is just straight up Grand Fest. If I look at my calendar, that's August. Yeah, the immediate following weekend, starting on that Thursday, is Grand Fest, which I am super excited for. If y'all were here for the stream on Wednesday when we did the Lethal Company, like, while we were, like, getting ready for that stream, like, literally during the stream, I had checked Twitter and saw that the Grand Festival wristbands were now available for sale, so I picked mine up. It should be arriving, like, Tuesday or something. But I ended up checking the day after, Thursday, just to see, and they were already sold out. Which does not surprise me with how limited we already knew they were going to be. I am still holding out hope they're going to restock the Grand Festival shirts. All, like, Team Pass and Team Future are, like, still fully in stock. But Team Present is out of stock in every size from extra small to 3XL. Now, I wanted to order it, I really did, but the problem was I knew that it would probably ship once I was in college, and needing to move dorm rooms meant that I didn't have my shipping address yet. Now, eventually I did get my shipping address. By the time that I got it, the only sizes in stock were, like, extra small, 2XL, and 3XL. And I told myself, I was like, I can work, ideally, I want, like, a large. That's, like, what fits me best. I can work with an extra large, and I can kind of work with a 2XL. Actually, no, it was extra small, 3XL, and 4XL. So I told myself I might make do with a 2XL, but by that time it was too late. I was like, 3XL and 4XL are gonna be way too big on me. And extra small is obviously way too small. Now, I do know that I'd have to find, like, the Reddit post again, because I've been, like, scrolling Reddit to, like, see if anybody talks about, like, a possible restock. I've been refreshing the page every day to see if they do a restock or not. Actually, let me see if I can find the Reddit post. Oh god, why is this light mode? There it is. I saw a post saying they did end up restocking the Zelda Splatfest t-shirts after they initially sold out. I'd definitely check again in a few weeks as the event is closer. They'll probably do another batch about a week or two before, since these aren't being shipped until then. because the Zelda shirts were restocked and shipped before the event started, about like a week or two before, like the post said. So I am holding out prayers that realistically, sometime within like the next week and a half, they restock the shirts and I can get my hands on one of them. Because God, I really want it. Even if it's a white shirt, which I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of, despite the fact that my avatar is wearing one. I will go ahead and let y'all in on a little secret. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. The logo on my shirt down here, on my avatar, is removable. So I'm wondering, and I can also like customize the colors of the shirt as I wish. So I might try experimenting and making my t-shirt either look like the IRL shirt or the in-game Splatfest tee for when Grandfest comes around, alongside doing like the hair recolor. So that would be very fun. No promises on the shirt thing. I tried doing it with the Starch Fest when that came around, but I was like, by the time I actually thought about it, it was a little too late. So I'll make sure to actually prepare that ahead of time this time. I need to grind for money for new Pokeballs pretty soon, because I'm almost out of heal balls again. If I run out of heal balls, that'll be the second time I'll have run out for this hunt alone. Because I ran out, I want to say, around the, like, 30, 40, maybe 50 resets mark. And I mean, granted, I do, it's not like, what's it called? Mesmer is the only thing I'm using the heal balls for. I'm also, in case you haven't noticed, I'm matching Pokeballs for every single Pokemon I catch on the off chance one of them does happen to be shiny. So I quite indeed like matching the shiny to the Pokeball. Got a giant ass spreadsheet of every Pokemon Gen 1 through Gen 9, including Shiny Lock's Pokemon, of what Pokeballs would match. Alright, you know what? I was gonna let the Jazz run a bit longer, But Spotify is being so slow for no reason, I'm just gonna swap over to the Splatoon music. What do you mean Spotify is still playing? I literally closed it. What? Task manager, get over here. I'm gonna like uninstall and reinstall Spotify. Nope. Spotify, end task, please. There we go. Back to Splatoon music. That's a bit loud for me. I'm gonna turn it down. There we go. Oh, it's crazy. OBS isn't picking it up. Alright. Let me know if that's too loud or too quiet. I can mess with the levels as need be. We only had my jazz playlist going for 27 minutes. Now watch me still get claimed and muted audio in those 27 minutes. I'm about to actually just like make a Nintendo music playlist to use instead of my casual jazz background music. I've been meaning to make one for a while, I've just been lazy. Let's go feed it's Gen 5, right? I always get Scolipede and Drapion from Gen 4 and 5, like, they inhabit the same region of my brain, of my memory. So I very often get the two of them confused. I don't know why I get the two of them I don't know why I get the two of them confused so often. It might be because of the fact that I was introduced to Pokemon at Gen 6. So I had to go back and like individually learn all of the other ones, and while I know all of them fairly well at this point, both of them being bug poison, both of them being very segmented in a way, made them easy to confuse in my mind. Well, actually, I did kind of want that. I forgot I don't have any super effective moves right now. Hopefully Dracula has like a ghost type move or something. I'm sure it does, probably, hopefully, maybe. No, you choose strategy with strategy. I let someone else take the Scolipede. That way I knew we'd have it for Mesper, and I could use my fairy type moves on Dracula so I could take it. It wasn't a mistake, it was strategy. Totally, yeah. The Goofy superhero song. I do very much find funny. Shiny Hunter was one of the first things I ever streamed. Before I had the VTuber model, before I actually knew how to use my voice, kind of. Before I even went to college, Shiny Hunter was one of the first things I streamed. And I streamed it semi-often. In between various Splatoon streams and stuff, but then I kind of dropped it for a bit once I got like a solidified stream scheduled in my first semester of college. And I dropped it pretty much until I went back for summer. When I was like, oh, I have more time to stream, but I'm not necessarily like streaming out what I want to, planning out what I want to stream in advance, and trying to like a very easy thing for me to just like pick up and do. And now I'm shiny hunting more than ever. Like, let me Let me look at this real quick. If I go to my video producer, go to clips. Just says last year, it doesn't actually have a date. No. Oh shit. Fuck. In that case, go back, go back, go back. Open up YouTube Studio instead. The first stream I uploaded to YouTube was streamed on September 2nd. Keep that date in mind. Did Shiny Hunt on November 3rd? Skip the back rooms, Minecraft, Splatoon, back rooms. So from November 3rd to April 13th, I did no shiny hunting. So April 13th. And then I also did no shiny hunting from like April 18th to June 13th. And then we got June 13th, June 18th, June 24th was the 1-year anniversary stream. I should probably catch this thing. July 18th. Now I shiny hunt fairly often. August 13th. And now August 23rd. Ooh, rock, fire, quad effective to quad weak to ground. Oh, I forgot to check what Pokeball I want to use. Gen A Netball. Hey guys, how are we doing? Oh, I take it neither of those messages I tried to send in chat went through. No, they didn't. I didn't think they did. Um, Sorry about that. The fucking fire alarm went off. So I had to very quickly leave the, the building. Of course, the building is required by law to have 2 fire drills a year. I get that. Really happened at the worst possible time for me. With that said, we'll get back to it. Yeah, that was the last thing I expected to happen. We're back though. We're going. I should probably re-message my Discord. That was certainly a surprise. But yeah. I don't even remember what I was on about before that happened. I'm like a great clip. Because I am positive the fire alarm probably was picked up on the mic. There'll be a great clip just out of nowhere going from casual shiny hunting immediately to beeping, then be right back. If I was smarter, I probably would have stopped the stream instead of leaving it running, because I had no clue how long I was going to be gone. Thankfully, it was only like 10, 15-ish minutes, but I could have very well been gone for much longer. You know, I do not even remember where we were last time. I guess I can talk about fire alarms a bit more. That is not the first time the fire alarm... excuse me. That is far from the first time the fire alarm has gone off in my dorms. Even outside of... drills, that's the word I'm looking for. Even outside of drills, we had my freshman year, like, literally within, like, the first month of school. Like, a carbon monoxide leak. Like, quite literally, you walk out of your door and it just smells like gas. that left us out of the dorm for like an hour and a half, maybe. I still have a video of like the fire trucks pulling up and me just being like, it's my first year of college, what the fuck? And obviously I've dealt with fire alarms most of my life. I mean, like, obviously most public schools have required fire drills or whatever. I still think the funniest option was whenever they would happen during band. Cause, like, anyone who had a band teacher similar to mine knows that they can't stand the fire alarm going off in class because that wastes precious practice time. Fire alarm goes off once and they'll just be like, there goes the UIL season. Getting lots of cyber music right now. My goddamn. The only one I don't want shiny is Mantine. We literally just got a shiny Mantine. I don't need another one. If we get another one, I'm fucking wonder trading that shit away. Doesn't look like we got any shinies today. I'm being so real right now. The fire alarm going off completely, like, fried my brain chemistry. Like, that one series of events happening completely fucked up my mindset for this stream. So I may not stream for too long today because of that, and I do apologize. To make up for it, I will try to stream on Saturday. I don't think I've got anything going on that day, so I should be open to. No clue what I'm gonna stream on Saturday, but I will try my best to stream on Saturday. man, what the hell? I mentioned that, like... What? I'm so genuinely confused. Nope, never mind. So, I mentioned, like, the Grand Fest stuff, like, the physical stuff earlier with, like, the wristband and the t-shirt and stuff, and I've been trying to, like, hoping that they come back, the t-shirts come back in stock so I can get a Team Present t-shirt, because that's the team that I'm going. And I'm just, I mean, I got, like, a hair in my eye. I have my usual thing that I do it like 2 or 3 times a day at this point because I'm too antsy and always curious. I'm just like reloading the page to see, oh, is large back in stock yet? And a while back, extra small, for some random reason came back in stock, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if they're gonna like do the subsequent size of the time. I wonder if somebody canceled their order or whatever. And earlier today, I saw that they went out of stock again, so I'm like, okay, sure. And then I just refreshed the page, they were back in stock, and then I refreshed it again, and they were out of stock again. So now, I'm just confused, are they in stock or are they not? I will probably try to make it to 115 resets at the very least before I end stream, but... Yeah, the fire alarm really, really caught me off guard, threw off my mind by... I don't even know how to explain it. It frazzled me, it absolutely frazzled me. It was funny having like the funniest interrupted plan of like all the people I talked to, because obviously we got outside and everybody was like, oh, I was in the middle doing this. I was like, oh, somebody was like, oh, I'm doing homework. Somebody else was like, oh, I was calling with my parents. I'm over here like, I was live on Twitch and currently still am. So I thought that was hilarious. If we made Pokemon adults and Disney adults in a my bad. If we put Pokemon adults and Disney adults in a stadium and made the battle to the death Hunger Games style, who do we think would win? The Lions. Hell, I might stop the stream at 110 resets. I'm not here anymore, dude. Okay, I'm gonna apologize in advance for the short stream because, goddamn. Maybe if I get a shiny, I'll push it to 115, but... Hopefully we don't lose this. I'm fairly sure we only have one more death after this. If we're on our last life ever. Come on, y'all can pull through. I believe in you. You got it. Just one hit, literally just put one hit on her and we're fine. We're so back. In fact, we're so back enough that once this song ends, I'm playing We're So Back. I love Off the Hook, man. While I think taking every band and like music artist in this Splatoon universe into account, I think I like things like Yoko and the Gold Bazookas and stuff more. Off the Hook will always be my favorite idol group, man. I mean, there's the obvious my first Splatoon game was Splatoon 2, so they were the first idol group I was really introduced to and attached to. But when you also throw in, like, Octo expansion, and then Side Order, it's just, not to mention their music is by far, I think, my favorite out of all three idol groups. It's like Off the Hook #1 by a long shot, and music-wise, like Deep Cut and Squid Sisters are probably about equal. Although Deep Cut does have Big Man, so that does bring them up a little bit. But then outside of idol groups, I love Yoko and the Gold Bazookas. I want more music from them. I love Sashimori. I really like Turpy Chips. Omega 3 is great. Those are probably my top 5, to be honest. Probably is #1, just pure music-wise. #1 is Yoko and the Gold Bazookas. #2 is Sashimori. #3 is Off the Hook. #4 is Chirpy Chips. #5 is Omega 3. Yoko and the Gold Bazookas is obvious for me. I'm a jazz buff. I love big band. I love everything about it. Played jazz in high school. Listened to jazz on the daily. Sashimori, I love how unique their sound is, and I love the fact that lore-wise that none of them are actually singing. Instead, it's Paul, like the DJ for Sashimori, using old human records and remixing their voices to sound like English. I think that is so sick, and it gives them such a unique sound. Off the Hook, I don't need to explain myself with that one. Chirpy Chips, chiptune is a timeless music style in my opinion, especially in gaming. While I think every single band in Splatoon might have one song that people aren't big a fan of, like Amalgamania for Sashimori, stuff like that, I really don't think there's any for... I don't think there's any for Chirpy Chips. They feel so universally beloved by the community. And then Omega 3, I just love how weird it is. Weird time signatures, weird key signatures, weird rhythms. And somehow it still comes out to something that sounds good, sounds like music. Of course, that might be the music theory part of my brain speaking. I'll be 100% honest there. Gen into Roselia. I don't think it's Gen 3, but it feels very Gen 3. In the same way that, like, Skarmory feels like it should be Gen 3 even though it's Gen 2. Roselia is Gen 3. Huh. Skarmory, I do know a lot of people mistake for Gen 3, including me. I also oftentimes mistake it for a Gen 3 Mon. It feels like a design straight out of those games. That would be so real. The only reason I now know that's Gen 2 is because I've experienced one too many times being like, where's Skarmory? I'm looking for Gen 3, and then going to Gen 2 and finding it. And being like, holy shit, it's Gen 2? Yes. Oh, it's news time. Any Gravity Falls fans in the chat right now? I've been watching through it again recently. Obviously, Book of Bill came out recently. I still need to get it at some point. It is on my list of, like, books I want to buy or, like, get gifted at some point. Hello there, Shiz. How are you doing? But I've been rewatching through Gravity Falls recently, and my god, I forget how funny that show is sometimes. I forgot the song existed on the Side Order soundtrack. God damn. I think I just recently finished season 1. I've like just entered season 2. I think I was like halfway. Oh, what episode was I halfway through when I needed to stop for the stream? Not the golf episode, I just finished that one. What comes immediately after the mini golf episode? Puppet Show. I was halfway through like the Puppet Show episode. I would do like a tier list, like a ranking of every Gravity Falls episode, actually. That'd be fun. Probably be something I'd do off stream, just like a personal side project thing. We already know, bottom of the list is that one fucking road trip episode that comes right before the 3-part finale. And like, I've heard so many people, I'm gonna say the exact same thing so many people say, it is not a bad episode by any means. The worst Gravity Falls episode is still miles better than some other cartoons with bad episodes. The problem is just when it came out, because like, it is the last purely it is the last like non-story based episode. Before like Dipper Mill vs. the Future and Weird Beginnings Part 1. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds good. I do apologize. I will probably end the stream here soon. About 30-45 minutes into the stream, my fire alarm went off. And pretty much ever since I got back from that, I've been very frazzled and I'm not here anymore. I do not feel like I am actively streaming. I feel like I don't even know where. My mind is in Valhalla or some shit like that. So I think after this reset, I am going to call it. I do apologize that you came in so late. Or that I'm ending it so soon as after you got here. But yeah, no, like I was saying with Gravity Falls, by far favorite TV show of all time. It's not even a competition. The plot is amazing, the humor holds up for both kids and adults alike. The animation's great, the characters are perfect. I'm so genuinely curious to see what they're cooking, because it seems with the various Book of Bill and How Not to Draw Uncle Stan and stuff like that, it seems like they are leading up to something. I don't think it's season 3. I have serious doubts that they're cooking up a season 3 of Gravity Falls. Alex Hirsch has gone on record saying that he doesn't want to do a season 3 of Gravity Falls, and even if he were to do it, he's not doing it with Disney. I think, like, a reboot show could be in the works, with maybe, like, different characters with the same kind of setting. I think a movie could be in the works, similar to what they did with, like, Phineas and Ferb and stuff. Because, like, Disney at this point knows how beloved Gravity Falls is. They know how much the community behind the show is still alive. It's realistically, we've just been dormant for now. Now that the Book of Bill's come out, it's been revived back into full fucking gear. My Twitter feed is all Gravity Falls, and I would not have it any other way. I'm seeing really interesting AU ideas. Two of my favorite ones have been... I don't remember the official name of this one, but the concept is basically... the axolotl sends Bill back to the Mystery Shack with none of his powers. And he just kind of, like, works there, and then the rest of the Pines family, after visiting for, like, a summer, has to just deal with it. Knowing all the harm he's done. And another one that I really like that I've seen recently is called, I think it's like Twins Across Time or something like that, where like something with blended fucks up and it sends two different versions of Stanford and Stanley across time. Sends a kid Stanley and an adult Stanford to the day before Weirdmageddon starts. And it sends adult Stanley and kid Stanford back in time to around the time of Tale of the Two Stans, where it starts. So Stanford is having to create new trauma dealing with Bill, while Stanley is revisiting old trauma with his parents, and it is such a sick concept, genuinely. My throat is sore as hell. Love this. Stay hydrated, y'all. Not to really go all therapist on you, I'm definitely not licensed to do that, but I mean, there's plenty of fish in the sea. If you don't think things are working out right now, try spending a few months to a few years working on yourself, not really worrying about relationships. Once again, I'm in no place to give any kind of relationship advice. I've never been in a relationship and I have no plans to get in a relationship, but that's just what I've got. Don't know how well this Mesprit fight's gonna go, considering we kinda got rocked around by that Vikavolt. But fuck it. I have not seen that Toxtricity do anything except get one shot. I don't think we're gonna win this, I'm gonna be honest. We just gotta hope when the Toxicity comes back, Mesprit does not target it. Mesprit, simply don't. Just don't. It'll be easier for all of us. it was that easy. It was that easy. Thank God. No shinies, unfortunate. Alright, y'all. Once again, I do apologize for how short this stream was, but the fire alarm going off really just frazzled me. To make up for the short stream today, we'll probably stream tomorrow. Same time as today, 3 p.m. my time, whatever. You'll have to do your time zone calculations yourself. Thanks to everybody who came by, though. It was fun while it lasted. Once again, I apologize for the alarm going off. I didn't really have much control over that. Outside of that, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Drink water, eat food, join the Discord, follow the Twitch, subscribe to YouTube, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow, so long nothing comes up.